Hi Sam. I'm excited for today's lesson. We're going to learn the word
feststellen.
Hi Alex. That sounds interesting. What does
feststellen
mean?
Feststellen.
means to determine, to ascertain, or to realize something. The most common meaning is to determine, like when you find out information.
I see. Are there any false friends with that word?
Yes, be careful. It might sound similar to the English word festival, but they're completely different.
Got it. What about the grammar? How do we use
feststellen
in sentences?
Great question.
Feststellen.
Is a verb, and it's separable. In the present tense, you say
Ich stelle fest. Du stellst fest.
and.
Sie, es stellt fest.
And how about the past tense?
In the Prateritum, it's
Ich stellte fest.
and.
Du stelltest fest.
For the perfect, you say
Ich habe festgestellt.
and.
Du hast festgestellt.
The past participle is
Festgestellt.
Oh, can you give me an example of how to use it?
sure. For example,
Ich stelle fest, dass es regnet.
means I determine that it is raining.
That's helpful. Where does the word
feststellen
come from?
Feststellen.
Has roots in Middle High German. The prefix
Fest.
means firm or strong, and
Stellen.
means to place or set. Over time, it evolved to mean establishing something firmly.
That's really fascinating. I love learning about the origins of words.
Now let's break down the word.
Feststellen.
The prefix
Fest.
suggests stability, and
Stellen.
indicates setting something in place. So, together, it means to set something firmly in understanding or knowledge.
That makes sense. Is there a compound version of it?
Feststellen.
Is not a compound word. But if you remember the idea of setting something firmly, it can help you recall its meaning.
Are there similar words we can explore?
Absolutely. Here are some examples. First, with the prefix.
Fest.
We have,
Festhalten.
which means to hold on to something. Then there's
festlegen,
meaning to establish or set something.
I see. What about suffixes?
With the suffix,
ung,
we have,
Feststellung,
which means determination or finding. Another example is
Bestimmung,
meaning determination or definition.
And what about other words with the same pattern?
Yes,
abstellen,
means to put down or turn off.
vorstellen,
Means to introduce or present. And
hinstellen,
means to put in a certain place.
That's a lot of useful words. Can you give me some situations where I might use?
Feststellen.
Sure. First, at work, you might say,
ich stelle fest, dass wir ein Problem haben.
which means I determine that we have a problem.
Okay, let me try.
Ich stelle fest, dass wir kein Geld haben.
Perfect. Next, at the doctor's office, you could say,
Der Arzt stellt fest, dass Sie gesund sind.
meaning the doctor determines that you are healthy.
So, I could say,
Ich stelle fest, dass ich nicht krank bin.
Exactly. Finally, while traveling, you might say,
Ich stelle fest, dass die Stadt sehr schön ist.
which means I determine that the city is very beautiful.
let me try.
Ich stelle fest, dass das Essen lecker ist.
Very good. Now, let's talk about the gender of.
Feststellung.
It's feminine, so we say,
Die Feststellung.
Is there a way to remember that?
yes. The ending
ung,
often indicates a feminine noun. You can picture a woman holding a firm determination.
That's a great image. Are there any common phrases with?
Feststellen.
Yes. You might hear phrases like,
feststellen, dass. Feststellen, ob.
and,
Feststellen, wie.
be cautious not to confuse,
Feststellen,
with,
festhalten.
which means to hold on.
I'll remember that.
Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Feststellen.
mean?
It means to determine or ascertain.
Correct. What is the past participle of?
Feststellen.
It's
Festgestellt.
Well done. How would you say the doctor determines the illness in German?
Der Arzt stellt fest die Krankheit.
Almost. It should be.
Der Arzt stellt die Krankheit fest.
got it. How do you say I determined that it was a mistake?
You would say,
Ich stellte fest, dass es ein Fehler war.
Okay. What gender is?
Die Feststellung.
feminine. Great job. To summarize, today we learned about
feststellen,
which means to determine or ascertain. Remember its roots and how to use it in sentences. You're doing great, Sam.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed today's lesson. I'll practice more.
Keep it up, and I look forward to our next session.